us on the sports show. Time to get to the Southern Footy League because there's a fair bit that's happened this year. There's a fair bit happening next year, and there's a bit of stuff going on 27th of November. So we thought we'd better get the Pres in. Craig Warman joins us. Craig, how are you?
Good, boys. How are you?
Very well, mate. You look refreshed. Been up in Darwin fishing for 3 weeks, mate. 3 weeks in Darwin fishing.
Yeah. Can recommend it.
Highly
recommend Darwin.
Hey, mate, before we get on to all the stuff that's happened over the course of the year, I want to talk about a big event you've got coming up, November 27th.
Yeah.
It is a beauty, Men's March. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah, it's what we call the Men's March and Clothesline event. I went to a meeting probably 12 months ago now to see what men can do to assist women who've been involved with domestic violence. With my background, 39 years as a cop, I saw some horrendous sights because we were first port of call, basically. Something went wrong, police go round and try and sort the matter out. So it was brought to my attention that these women and children suffer greatly as a result of domestic violence. What can we do as a group of men and boys to get the message across? And I suggested, well, why don't I get my footballers and other sporting identities that I know and politicians to march, do a march down Beach Road.
Yep.
And that's going to happen on the 27th of November. We've got the proper police escort and everything else to march down Beach Road to say, hey, it's time to stand up and be counted. Let's stop domestic violence against women, because we read about it virtually every day, anywhere across the world, even Australia. Women getting murdered by their ex-partners or whatever. It's something we need to embrace and get on top of as best we can, and to show our support for these women. They've been battling for years and years and years to get forefront of the conversation. Well, it's about time us blokes did something about it.
And it should have happened years ago. I'm staggered by this. Since it's been brought into the public spotlight, and really has now, hasn't it? They're really showing how deep this is. It is unbelievable. I look at it every day. You read about it every day. Every single day there is something going on where a woman gets bashed, murdered, or whatever. I'm staggered by it.
And to me, it's the standard you walk past is the standard you accept. And for too long we've walked past it.
We've walked, exactly right, because I believe this is a generation thing.
Now it's time to stop.
Yeah, this goes into families. This starts when the kid's a kid watching mum get beaten up by dad, and it just goes.
And
so
that's
we've
why
taken a long time.
We're getting all of the young men and footballers within our community. Great Southern are on board, umpires are on board, Southern Districts Baseball is on board. So there's going to be a huge crowd there.
Yeah.
And anyone who wants to come along, it's on the 27th of November. We're meeting where the Christie's Beach markets normally go, and it's probably about a 20-minute walk to the end of Beach Road.
It's just next to Coles, isn't it? Next to Coles?
Yeah,
1:30?
Yep. Rotary Park. There's a free sausage sizzle afterwards and whatever.
Yeah.
They're not going to be bombarded with speeches and everything else. It's just
an awareness.
That we need to be doing something about it.
Yeah.
And hopefully this is a pick in the sand year, and we then move to make it an annual event in our community.
Well done by the Southern Footy League.
Hey,
mate, let's get on to some of the big signings that have happened, because the Southern Footy League's grabbed a few in this little break, mate. So we've got Andrew Jarman going to Port Noarlunga. Now, I spoke to him the other day on the phone, mate. He wants to blame Fitzy for it. He reckons Fitzy roped him in, and before he knew it, he's there for the next couple of years. Yeah. Big recruit.
Very big recruit. I reckon it was about a 30-pack of red cans.
Yeah, I reckon you might be right. Trouble was, Jars was expecting them to be full cans, and Fitzy had drunk them all. So Sam Jacobs, Zane Kirkwood.
Just before we finish on Jars, it was really interesting. Once we heard the signing, the Port Noarlunga, credit where credit's due. They've done a lot of work.
Yep.
Don't like finishing bottom. No side does. So Fitzy, favourite son, got involved. He was able to get Andrew across the line. But it was really interesting last Friday night. They had Meet the Coaches night.
Yep.
And Fitzy was there and Jars as well. And, mate, you could not get anywhere near the place.
Yep.
It was absolutely chock-a-block.
Yep.
They asked us to bring the Tribe van down, so we did the sports show there, and we had Fitzy and Jars mapping out what's going on for the radio listeners as well. So a fantastic night down there, and watch this space. Port Noarlunga won't finish bottom.
Yeah. Any chance you can get some blokes that know something about footy?
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't put Giles and Fitzy in that group, mate. So. No, they're rippers. They're both rippers.
There was myself and
good mates.
the rest of the tribe crew in there as well. But yeah, no, it was a really, really good night.
Yeah, they're both good fellas. Sam Jacobs saying Kirkwood to Flagstaff, obviously not happy finishing second. So they've
Third.
They've got some big names, mate. There's a couple of big ones.
Well, you don't get much bigger than Zane Kirkwood, do you?
Yep.
Like premiership captain at Sturt, state captain as well. I think he won a Foss Williams medal. He won two McGarry medals.
Good Port boy.
Is that right, Baz?
So,
Did you
yeah.
teach him all in those?
Port Adelaide boy, mate. Zane.
Originally, yes.
He's our lad.
Yeah, no, he's, that's a really good get for Flagstaff Hill. But on the flip side of that, it's great to have these people come into the league. And of course, you mentioned Sam Jacobs as well. That's going to be a really big thing.
Massive.
But they're all really good people, all good footy people.
that's good
So,
point.
But we've lost a couple as well.
yes.
Cam McCree, who won the Warren medal for the best on ground, Ranella Ruckman, he's gone back to Glenelg to have another crack at league footy. So congratulations to him there. But the Southern Football League not only promotes the players, Russell Van Vliet, who was coach of Flagstaff Hill for the last 2 years, has now gone to the Bay as assistant league coach.
Yep.
So there's that ability to be able to progress not only our players but our coaches and administrators as well.
Hey, mate, just quickly before we go, wrap it up. The club that you thought improved the most this year off the field, as opposed to on the field, which club do you think improved the most off field?
Well, I think you don't have to look too far there. Is Baz's old club.
Cove.
Cobras.
Yep.
When you look at what Ray was handed at the start of that year.
And came in late.
Coming in late.
Yep.
To get them one game out of playing in the finals was a really good effort.
Yeah.
And with the support of the Tony Kernahan and the group behind him there, watch this space. Cove will be up and about this year. Don't worry about that.
Oh, it's going to be an exciting year. There's no doubt about that, mate.
Cobras.
Next year, Southern Footy League is going to be exciting. We'll be all across it, mate. As always, appreciate your time. Well done on a terrific year to the Southern Footy League. 27th of November, 1:30. Meet at Coles down there on Beach Road. Get involved in the March for Men. Back with more in a moment.